Welcome back, viewers. Today we will be testing the 1430 SMA split divergence. But before we do, if you have not watched my first video and the videos after that, you need to go do that right now. Here at the Academy of Forex, we are building the best trading system possible as a team, and as a team, we will all profit from it when we are done. You can find a link to the first video down in the description below. You can also find a link to our Discord server, so that way we can all discuss testing indicators and building our trading system. And lastly, you can find a link below to TradingView. If you sign up for a paid account, you will save a little bit of money using the link below. Alright, as I said, today we will be testing the 1430 SMA split divergence indicator. But before we do, I wanted to put the indicator scoreboard up for everyone to see. So to date, we have tested 65 indicators. And out of those 65 indicators, 18 of them have been winners, which means that they have met or exceeded the 60% win-loss ratio that we have set. The best one so far was able to achieve a 100% win rate. Now you need to go back and watch that video to understand the context of how it was able to achieve that. But as we are working on building the best trading system possible, you could take any one of these 18 indicators and get out there and start profitably trading the markets with them now. So go back and watch those videos, make a list of those indicators, and get out there and see what you can do with them. But stick with us here as we work on maximizing your trading profits. Alright, today's indicator is a TradingView member created indicator. It is called the 1430 SMA split divergence. And so basically what this is a 14 period moving average and a 30 period moving average. And what it's doing is it is plotting the distance between the two. And so let's see, I'm assuming maybe it's a smooth moving average, if I'm not mistaken. So if we go down here and we throw 1, throw 2, change this to a 14, and change this one here to a 30. Nope, maybe it's not the smooth moving average. Anyways, and so basically this is plotting, like I said, the difference between the two moving averages. Now there might be some other mathematical equations going into this indicator, and some of you might be asking, and this will come up as we continue to test more indicators. You may be asking yourself, well, didn't we test moving averages? Didn't we test moving average crosses already? Yeah, we did, but one, there is a good chance that when the person created this, they could have coded in some math or some other aspects of the indicator that we didn't test when we were doing the moving average cross. And secondly, the goal of this channel is to remain open-minded about indicators and what they can do and the ways that they can be used. And so I know definitely we did not test a 40-30 a 40-30 crossover, which basically would be what this is. And so it's possible that set on a 40-30 in these specific moving averages will give us the win-loss ratio that we are seeking. And so again, I am remaining, unbiased. I'm setting aside my preconceived idea of what an indicator is and how it can work based off of my testing and the things that I have witnessed. And I am putting each indicator to its own test to see what it can do. If it fails, it fails, but if it wins, then maybe we've discovered something that we never knew before. And again, that is the goal of this channel, is to remain open-minded about stuff like this. And so, yes, basically, this is a zero line cross. As you can see, it's coded to be green when there is a long signal. It's coded to be red when there is a short signal. And that is exactly how we will be testing it today. And so, let's get on with the testing process and see what we can get out of this indicator. So we got our first signal right here. That is a short signal. It does appear as though it turned right around, took back off, but it has not hit the stop yet. So we will hold out here. Nope, there we go. So it definitely hit the stop and or gave us a signal to go long first. Not sure which, but that's okay. They are one and the same, basically. Alright, so that first one, unfortunately, would have been a losing trade. But then it gave us the signal here. And that one to that one. And we got a win on that one. Like that. There we go. So we're at about a 50-50 at the moment. Let's see what else we can get out of this bad boy here. So we got that signal there. This would have been the entry candle there. And it would have barely squeezed in a win on that one. So far, not too bad. A couple wins and only one loss. Let's hope it can hold this up. Maybe we can find another indicator to put on our winning list. There we go. 3-1. Yeah, not too shabby at all. Doesn't seem to be over trading, seems to be catching some decent trends, a little bit late sometimes, but like I said, we'll see. We can't count it out until we get to the end, so we'll just keep plugging along and see what this can do. We're a little past midway through the year. It's still doing a really decent job. It seems to be under trading a little bit though, which isn't horrible. Again, as long as it's putting out the correct numbers and as long as it's still a valid trade. But yeah, we'll just keep on here till we get to the end of the year and see what this adds up to be. We are almost to the year now. Not sure if it's going to give us another signal. Nope. Sure didn't. All right. This is all we have. So not too many signals for the year. And I can already see that this definitely met the 60% criteria. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 trades in total, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wins, right? So again, this emphasizes the reason why I say to keep an open mind. Now, when I first ran across this indicator, I thought to myself, is it really worth testing? I mean, it seems to be, again, basically a two-line moving average cross, and we've done it, we've tested it, and it didn't seem to do very well when we tested it back then. It didn't meet our criteria, I don't think. I don't think it went on the winning list. I'd have to go back and check to be sure, but if I remember correctly, it didn't. And so I thought to myself, is it really worth, doing something over again that we've already done. And then again, it dawned on me that, well, we haven't tested this specific indicator and we haven't tested this specific indicator on those specific time frames. And so let's keep an open mind and let's give it a shot and see what happens. Maybe there is something to this specific indicator that we didn't see, that we didn't understand when we were testing something very similar. And here you go. A great example of that, and a great example of why I created this channel, is because I spent a good deal of my time in the beginnings of learning how to trade, really digging down into indicators and looking at all these really popular ones and building a trading system around how those indicators work. And it wasn't, you get to this point again to where you start thinking, I pretty much know everything there is to know about indicators and how they work and the ones that are out there. And, I'm set in my ways. And that's how it was for, quite a few years. And as new indicators are being created by people on TradingView and other areas, around the internet, you start to have access to this whole wealth of new indicators that never existed before. And that right there in itself is enough to give you pause and think about what you could be missing out on, right? And so you take into consideration that it's extremely detrimental to assume that you know everything about everything and to never and to stop learning, right? And to say, well, I know it all, and so there's really no reason for me to continue to study or grow or practice or try new things. It has been proven in every aspect of life that is extremely detrimental mindset. And so that's when one day I was playing around with some of these indicators on TradingView, that new ones that they had put into the built-ins and ones that have been created by members. And it started to dawn on me, how much I'm missing out on. I already have this wealth of information in my head, but I'm discovering new things that I never knew before. And that excites me. That really gets the blood going again and gets me, the balls, the gears turning in my head. And so here we stand. Why I created the channel. Again, a great example of that. I almost blew off this indicator and said, it's useless to test because we've already tried ones that are so similar. And here we are, another great indicator that, had you traded this 1 year with a reasonable stop, or even using it as a stop itself, you would have been profitable for the year. That's a guarantee, right? And I mean, look at this trade right here. You want to talk about a really good trade. Look at this. If you had just taken from entry signal to entry signal, look at that trade. I mean, that is what did it start on? May and ended in September. Like that is an astonishing trade that you could have stayed in the entire time. And let's measure this out here. 900 pips. A 900 pip move. I mean, imagine that. It gave you the signal, you set it, and you forgot about it. You literally set it, forget it, and then just every day you come back and check to see, did it give me another signal? Did it tell me to exit? I mean, it got really close right in this area, but it didn't quite pop up, and it just, took another ripping move right down here. Now, who wouldn't want to have a 900 pip move, right? And so imagine how much profit, how much that would have grown your account with just that one move. And so you can see how powerful this really is when you start to dig into some of these indicators, and how it is always important to keep an open mind and not to assume something before you can actually test it and put it out there and see what happens. So yeah, this one is definitely going on the yes list. We will move on from here and see what other great indicators we can discover. If you have not already, like this video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell notification so that way you are notified anytime I post a new video. As part of the team, it's important that you are seeing the new videos as they come out so you know what it is that we are discussing and what indicators we are testing, have tested, and have not tested. Also, like usual, there is a link below in the description to the Discord server. You can join us on Discord so that way we can further discuss the indicators and have discussions as we move forward building our trading system. And lastly, like usual, there is a link below to TradingView. If you like what you see whenever I use TradingView and you are interested in signing up for TradingView, if you use the link below and sign up for a paid account, you will save a little bit of money. So, alright everybody, I will see you on the next video.